I'm delighted to be speaking with Matt Beeche from Shoestring Launch. Hello, Matt.
Hi, how are you going?
I'm very well, thank you. Now, look, what are you doing? You've launched a magazine. The world is getting out of print, and here you are launching a magazine.
Yeah, I know.
And it's a cracking little magazine, I must say.
Crazy.
So why don't you just give us a rundown? What is it? What's its purpose? Who's it aimed at?
So Shoestring Launch magazine kind of came up when I launched an online business called Tag Your Cause last year. Okay. And I found it really hard to get publicity as a startup when you don't have that great story that you've just sold.
So when you haven't got a big sort of track record, then you couldn't get in the, the media.
And when you're in that pre-launch phase as well, nobody really wants to know about ideas. People want to know about things that are actually happening. So I thought, there must be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people out there that are in the same boat as me that are wanting to get publicity about their idea or their new venture that they're going on, that are unable to get it. So I thought,
so you thought you'd create
why
your own
don't I
media?
launch my own media?
How delightfully brazen
that.
of you. Okay, so this is something you pull together. You have a small team, I know.
Yes.
And you pull this together, and basically the idea is that you're interviewing sort of younger entrepreneurs and just hearing about their story.
Not just young entrepreneurs, seniorpreneurs, mumpreneurs, anyone that's a preneur.
Anybody that's doing something new.
Yeah, anybody that's doing something new. And services that really help startup businesses as well. Terrific. Those are just as important. So the whole idea is you don't need to spend thousands of dollars to be able to start your business up. Right. No, Shoestring Launch was launched on a shoestring. Apart from the printing costs, we didn't really spend that much money.
Right, so this is, I'm holding issue 1.
Yes.
Issue 2 has just gone to press.
Issue 2 has just gone to press, yes.
And you're distributing through cafes, so it's not going to be bought from a newsagent, it's going to cafes.
Correct. So it's actually free. We'll be making our money from advertising. Okay. And it is going to be throughout cafes all through Australia. Quite exciting. Philip DeBella, who is a very well-known entrepreneur, BRW Young Rich list for the last 3 years. He
a barista and coffee producer.
He grinds coffee and distributes to cafes right around Australia. Right. He is the distributor of the magazine, so it's going to go anywhere there's DeBella coffee beans distributed. That's where the magazine will be.
Fantastic. So look, tell me. So you're clearly you're a startup yourself,
Correct.
Obviously, and you're profiling startups. So you've been going now for a few months. You've got to say number 1 out there, number 2 is kind of being printed now. What have you learnt yourself? What are 3 kind of things that maybe that you've picked up in your early days as an entrepreneur? Yeah,
I think the important thing is to make sure that you surround yourself with some really great mentors. Right. I'm not from a publishing background, so to be able to launch a magazine in 9 weeks was by no means an easy task. Right. I needed to go out and to have meetings with people that have self-published their own books or magazines that have created.
So you just literally just made contact with them, went and had a chat, and how did you find them? Were they responsive?
Really responsive. I think that the startup community underestimates how accepting and helpful other entrepreneurs, very successful entrepreneurs are, because they've all been in that position. Yes. And what I found through interviewing some of the really successful entrepreneurs for the magazine is those guys want to help. They want to,
happy to share.
They're happy to share.
Yeah.
They
so find yourself a mentor or a number of mentors.
Yes,
first thing.
Definitely.
What else have you picked up?
I think that it's important to make sure that you have the right team. I mean, I absolutely love my small team, Daria and Luke, my graphic designer and journalist. Mm-hmm. I'm not a writer either, so Daria is a writer and she knows how to, very, very good one, and she knows how to put a story together, put that angle on it that's going to make it newsworthy. Luke knows design and he knows how to,
fine designer,
how to make it stand out.
All right, so find a mentor, get a good team. Last point, who else? What else have you got? Your big take.
Just be confident with your product and know your product inside and out. Right. I think that's important. I need to know the value of my magazine so I can go out and speak to advertisers about it. What is that going to bring to them? And that's important. So knowing your product and knowing what your value is.
Fantastic. Matt, look, it's been terrific speaking with you, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of Shoestring Launch.
I'm sure
If we want to have a look online, shoestringlaunch.com?
Yep, www.shoestringlaunch.com.
Okay.
You can read the magazine online as well.
Great. Matt Beeche, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.